Guys, what's going on? This is RJ Game News USA here, and I just got done watching 1923 Season 2, and it was really fucking good. So we're going to talk about it today. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just jump right into it. So 1923 is a prequel series to Yellowstone. I highly suggest watching Yellowstone, watching 1923, 1883. Every one of these shows are absolute bangers. It's one of the best TV series on all of television. And I enjoyed them all very much. One thing I'll say about the series in general before we get into the review is pretty much every season and most episodes never failed to disappoint. And definitely this series, it was interesting. We got a second season. The original prequel, 1883, was one season. We got two out of this, and it needed to, for sure. It told a great two-story season. And no spoilers here, but I will say, Season 2 is definitely the last season. And they do wrap it up and conclude it in a definitive manner. I hate ambiguous endings. There was nothing ambiguous about this, one way or another. I will also say, this show was not afraid to kill off characters left and right, especially in the last few episodes. I don't want to give away too many spoilers, but all I can say is anybody's on the table to die in this show, literally. But to get into some of the details about what the show's about, it almost has 5 different settings to it. In Season 2, you have Alex trying to meet her husband and get to Montana, and her ordeals getting there. You had Spencer's ordeals trying to get back to Montana. You had Jacob Dutton's story trying to defend his ranch from Whitmore, or Whitehead, or whatever the fuck his name was. And you also had the story of the Indian girl Native American, who, she got away from a religious school by killing like 3 nuns and then was on the lam, basically. And then you have the story of Whitmore's underling, who basically was trying to, garner a better life for him and his family. And all these stories mostly converged into what happened at Montana. However, I will say, you honestly could write off the Native American part of the story, and the rest of the story plays out pretty normally. So, I feel like that part of the story was pretty weak, and we could have cut that out and just had what was going on with the Duttons and their rivals, and Alex and Spencer trying to get back to Montana, and we would have been just fine. Season 1 was very good, but Season 2 definitely took it to the next level. There was definitely a lot of build-up, and those final episodes blew it off with huge payoffs and big swings that pretty much all hit. So overall, this series is really good, but this season in particular, I would say it's a 9.5 out of 10. As of now, I really have to debate, is it actually better than Dexter Original Sin? I don't know. This isn't the right time for me to try to speculate, because it's fucking close. This show could end up being the show of the year. has one added benefit, was the fact we got a really crazy ending. I don't know if the ending was too predictable or not, but I feel like it keeps you on your toes. I feel like maybe we do get more Yellowstone spin-offs. I hear we are. I don't really know if we need any more, but if they're of this quality, then sign me up. I'll gladly watch more Yellowstone spin-offs. I will say, I feel like the tone of the ending is closer to a mix between 1883 and current Yellowstone. It's in the middle when it comes to happy sad. But not to completely just focus on the ending. I really think the through line between 1883, 1923, and Yellowstone is pain, loss, and preserving values. And that's really the message throughout the entire series. And so I think 1923 encapsulated it very well. I thought the setting was really great. I thought what we got for 1923 America, or other countries even for that matter, was very authentic to what was going on in 1923. There was stuff that I didn't understand until I figured out, it's because they're 1923. For example, stuff like vagrancy laws getting brought up. Or I totally forgot about Prohibition happening around that time. So quite often, these reminders of the setting of the time period was key in telling this story. And, overall, those are my thoughts. I really don't have much more to say. It was a really fun series. It might make you laugh. It might make you cry. But either way, when you're invested in this, you're invested. Technically, you don't really have to watch 1883 or Yellowstone to enjoy this, even though this is really a sequel to a prequel to an all-time great series. It can be watched standalone, Season 1 and Season 2. But I would highly recommend watching the other ones first. But other than that, I think that's it for the video, guys. Let me know if you've seen 1923 or any of the Yellowstone shows in the comments below. And tell me which one your favorite is. I still overall have to say Yellowstone's my favorite of the three, because there was just more seasons and more that happened over many years. But, damn, 1923 was pretty good. Anyway, I will see you all later. Peace. I'm out. Have a good one. 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 if I didn't already say so.